Sometimes I'll accidentally press a button and I'm live and probably don't even know it. And then when I want to go live, I'll push a button and then I'm waiting, watching the little spinning circle of death as it consumes the time vortex from within and without. Then it pops up and okay, you're live. All right. Yeah, apparently Ncuti did go to the Oscars. And apparently they said he performed there. Like I said, I don't know. I just don't watch the Oscars. To me, it's just a bunch of folks gathering around a room to pat each other on the back and whatnot. And there have been some great achievements in film and all that. And it's not my bag. It's not what I do. I really just don't care anymore. There are far more important things in the world than football, the Oscars, and a bunch of rich elites getting together to clap each other on the back and count their residuals. Like I said, I was planning on being here yesterday. And the sad part about taking a few days off work is that sooner or later you have to go back. And, to me, the first day back is like, great, I got to fall back into this routine again. But the good news is we're not working this Saturday, or at least I don't believe we are, because I don't think it's even on the schedule. Also, I seem to be strangely showing up to work and all the handicap spots are empty out of nowhere. This has been happening quite a lot lately, so I don't know what's going on. Because normally, you're lucky if you can squeeze into one, let alone have one. And, okay, from what we do know, the unit helipad set on the back lot of Bad Wolf has been taken down. So, sadly, they probably need it for, the room for something else or, but apparently, yeah, we're not going to see that set again, at least after a while. It's just going to, and also the fact that the unit now has their own Stark building and stuff like that. They're only supposed to be a top secret military organization. That's, no one knows exists, but, we'll park ourselves out there in the suburbs, but we'll have a big fat sign saying Unit HQ in front. Now they got a big building in the middle of the field, like London, saying Unit HQ. Oh, by the way, and I'm loving the fact we're supposed to be being a low profile about the doctor and all that, but let's just keep grabbing a police box and flying it around via helicopter right through the heart of the metropolis, to where it's going, so everybody on the planet can just follow with their eyes where that's going. But, who cares? It's just a TV show. Ugh. I was going to get on here this morning and I can't even remember what the rant was for because I got to psych myself up to get in there and get back to the grindstone, so to speak. And see, I don't like taking days off work because, unlike a lot of folks, who are in this particular environment, I did quite a few years on the outside before I even had a union job. And to me, every time you have to take a day off, you have to do this, you're basically risking your ass because back in the day when I was at other jobs, they didn't allow that shit, okay? You miss 1 or 2 days and your butt could be on the line. There's only been a couple days jobs where I got away with that, and that's because they basically didn't have a choice. That's a long, long story there. Yeah, but we're not that far away now from Doctor Who airing it. The disturbing thing we're hearing is that they're talking about putting this out towards the end of May instead of towards the beginning of May. And if that's true, that means the series is going to run right up through the football tournaments and whatnot. And it's like, yeah, we saw how well that worked out when they slammed Eaters of Light on against the one tournament and the ratings sank. And of course, what happens if the ratings go down. A bunch of guys, sitting around stroking their beards like villains from a bad 40s movie, have just tied a woman to a railroad track with a stick of dynamite, are going to start going, Woke. Go woke, go broke. Like they're the freaking master joker of all crime and shit. And it's like, plus you gotta love somebody who did nothing but, put down a female lead for how many months and, poses happily with Gina Carano and goes, look at me. Yeah, I'm not a misogynist. I just got proof I'm not a misogynist. Oh, God. But like I said, it's been an interesting few days. And like I said, not allowed to talk anything about it. So I like to be open and honest about things. That's just, that's how I am. And, ugh. That's a good question. What is the BBC up to lately? Because I'm trying to picture that myself. I'm trying to put that picture together. I'm like, guys, it's like the show is still doing incredibly well. It's been on since, well, the revival series has been on since 2005. And here we are, we're in 2024, and it's still going pretty strong. Then, of course, they signed a deal with the Devil Mouse, and, now we're going to be, airing the show on Disney Plus rather than air it for free on BBC America outside the UK. And it's like, yeah, there are a lot of people who are pissed off. Then, to top it all off, just the safer confusion and the fact we're relaunching this brand yet again, we're going to call it Series 1. Yeah, it was John Barrowman, Alex Kingston, Elias Codius. A whole lot of birthdays happened over these last few days. I think it's Elias Codius. I probably screwed up his name again, but he played Casey Jones and a lot of other great roles for movies. Very good actor. I think he's highly underrated. But like I said, I'm glad, Ncuti went to the Oscars and all that. Was Billy seen at the Oscars, or am I just losing my am I losing my mind? Ugh. And another big question we can't figure out, why is the actress who played Stifler's mom so relevant now that she's been in Old Navy commercials, credit card commercials, and all that? And the only big thing she's provided for Hollywood and anything else is Stifler's mom. But okay, that's a whole nother level of weirdness. On another level that we do not discuss. Yeah. In the original Omen, yeah, of course, with, David Warner and, great cast for the original. And apparently they're going to do the first Omen now. So once again, another prequel coming to the frickin' surface, bubbling up like a fart in a bathtub. And I'm getting tired of that crap. It's like, couldn't you come up with something on your own? That now you're going to rewrite part of the origin story of one of the best horror movies there was out there? Yeah, and I'm not looking forward. I'm going to watch the Crow reboot because I like Bill Skarsgård. He's very good as villains and other characters, and I want to see how he handles this one. But like I said, I always remain partial, of course, to the original Crow movie with, of course, Brandon Lee, and tragically taken away from us too soon by a silly accident. Well, it's not silly, it was fatal, but still, and I always felt sorry for the poor actor, and I'm sorry I can't remember his name right now, but that poor guy suffered, probably still does. You know, I'm going to warn you right now. Wonka's a musical. They once again they've slipped a movie in, and from what I'm hearing, it's it's supposed, you're expecting this big thing, and it turns out to be a musical. Just like they did with Spirited. With crap, my brain just locked up. Uh, with Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell. And I was expecting this comedy extravaganza, and it turned into a musical. Because they didn't really go into that into the trailer. And I'm like, okay. And we sat there, we watched this thing, and we're like, we're not watching this again. No, it's not going to happen. Yeah. So, I just read some reports from somebody. They claim that they're, like I said, I'm not disrespecting it, but I just want to mention. They claim that they're fortunate they watched the videos later and all that. I was like, guys, we knew very little about what was going to be in the Centennial. I had no idea William Russell was actually going to show up. I was just, as far as I can remember, I didn't have any insider information on that. I was just really hoping he would. And sure enough, they finally went ahead and did it. Chris Chibnall did it. Not Moffat, not Russell T. Davies. Chris Chibnall put together that circle of companions and put them in that room together, which is what should have happened back in the 50th. Ha ha, aha, aha. Like, I still can't figure out for the life of me why Carol Ann Ford has not yet appeared on the new series. Unless it's just one of them subjects they don't want to touch with a 50-foot pole. Even though, RTD delved into it with various little hints here and there. And of course, Moffat had Susan Foreman's picture and some other things in his run. But none have dared to bring her, the actress herself on. And she's getting on quite a bit, guys. I'm sorry to say. Time's running out on that deal. Well, I know RTD, Moffat, and Chibnall got together for, I think it was, Chibnall had a play that was premiering or something like that, and there's some group photos of them together that have been popping up via Instagram and some other sources. But other than that, I don't know what else they've been doing. Oh, well, I got to get running inside. It's that time again, so please be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you all on the flip side. Take care, everyone. And yes, we will be back tomorrow. We're back on the daily routine now, so we'll see you all tomorrow morning here in the parking lot. Please have a great day and enjoy yourselves.